Let's see. Coffee. Check. Discord up. Check. I'm not in it. Where am I in it? Hang on, I might be in it. Let's see. Nope. Hovering, but not in it. So Discord's there. All right. I guess I'm good to go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and we have another episode of Run8. I gotta start doing some others. I really do. I want to get some more Tower Simulator. Ever since they did the new update on Tower Simulator, it looks fantastic. I need to start doing some of that. And I'm also playing around with my A320 from Phoenix and Microsoft's Flight Simulator. And I think I'm gonna try to decide if I want to either expand to the 319. What's up, Mike? How you doing? So yeah, I don't know if I want to expand because they got a sale going right now for the 319 and the 321. I don't know if I want to go that route, if I want to go with a pilot's life, or if I want to wait until the, I guess, iFly is coming out with the 737 MAX, which is supposed to be pretty spectacular. But anyway, so let's get into Run8. As I know, normally I stream Saturday mornings, but you know, I had to work this morning. I had to work last Saturday as well too, and it's it looks like, I don't know. I'm getting some hints that this may be kind of a recurring role for me until further notice. So if that's the case, I'm either going to start streaming about this time or maybe even a little bit later, because there's also some other things that are going to change at work. So which might push my stream time on Saturdays back to more late in the afternoon. Or I will have to stream Sunday morning, just move my in first thing Sunday morning for you guys. But either way, we'll figure it out. I'll let you know as we go along. Trying to make a habit too of like doing some kind of post inside the community on YouTube. What's up, SP Bob? Welcome to the stream. Keep you guys more informed as to what I'm doing, what my intentions are, how things are going, just chit chat in general. So, which really kind of leads me, before we really get rolling here, we're staring at this train over here, but we're going to finish this. This is what I started with. Truckin' Firefighter, I think is who it was. And if I murdered your name, I'm sorry. But anyway, we were running that together. Haven't had a chance to get connected. It's been very busy for the rest of the week. So we're going to go ahead and finish this. And we got a little bit of work to do. But then I want to kind of talk about some things as well too before we really get going. Number one, if I get there was a comment that was left to me that I've got a couple of subscribers that are in the UK, United Kingdom. So yeah, you can still join the server. You can still get in and play. Don't let the time difference stop you. That's my thing. You know, I know you kind of want to get on with other people who are playing as well too. But you know what? 8-hour difference is kind of a hard thing to overcome. But if you do sign on and it's nighttime here on the server, all you got to do is go here, sim options, date and time, come down here, and you can override network time. Hit that, roll your clock back, also freeze time. It does not affect the server. It only affects your map locally. So at least that way you can at least jump on the server, do some work, help out, and leave a note in the Discord as to what you've done, which we're going to cover that in a little bit here too about the Discord server and what is kind of expected. It is very casual, but if you do some work, leave a note. You know, is really what it comes down to. There's always something to do, even if it's just pushing trains over the hump yard into the bowl in Roseville. That helps. Whatever you can do, you know. So I get it. 8 hours. I mean, of course, if you want to be more closer, there's always East Coast. I think it's like a 3-hour difference between East Coast and the UK, depending on the time frame. Here in California, it can be anywhere, 7 to 8 hours, depending on what time of year it is and the time difference. Sorry, gotta take a sip of coffee. That's priority. Another question that came up also is am I using the depot maps? Yes, I am. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're, don't be afraid. Get in, sign up for the Depot Plus website. Get in their forums, wealth of information in there. Really, there really is. You don't need to be a part. In other words, you don't need to do a checkout ride to be a part of the Depot Plus. If you want to do that, certainly I encourage you to do that. But just to be a part of, sign up on the forums over there. Like I said, it's a wealth of information. Also, the maps. No matter what map you're on, you got to have the maps. And if you can either print them out or have them up, whatever you're working, have them up on your. If you have a second monitor, or a third monitor, fourth monitor. See, I'm up to 15 monitors. No, I'm not. I only got 2. All locals, Bob. When you do a supply train, do you do one for each local for all locals? I actually do them all for all locals. So the supply trains will come in. I think the last stream I said we have 3 hump yards that are away in the distance. The next 3 closest hump yards: Hinkle, Oregon. There's West Colton, and then there's Ogden, Utah. So anything that comes in, they can come in from one of those 3. They can come down here. This is the Valley sub that we're looking at. So we could have, a manifest train come down this way into the yard. We can come over from Hofed, which, let me pull this up. So Hofed is over here, which is the far eastern part of the map, and has to go through Sparks and up and over the hill. And pretty much the rules we have is that all manifest trains come into Roseville, so they get pushed over to the hump yard. Hump yard is configured so that everything gets sorted out based upon its final destination. It's either going to stay in Roseville or it's going to go to Sparks. And the ones that stay in Roseville actually get broken out into their respective locals that work out of Roseville. Sparks, all the cars just get kind of grouped together, and then I send them to Sparks, and Mike gets to play with those. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. But I'm kind of long-winded, but yeah, that's what we do. We call for all locals. And then don't forget too that we've also configured this map so that even some of the industries will send cars from one industry to another industry. It might be an industry that's on the same local. It might be an industry that's on the other side of the map. I mean, it all depends. We give them I programmed in a bunch of choices, so it's kind of random how that works. But yeah, we did do that. So other than that, let's see what we got. Now, I guess my first order of business is I need to get these 2 cars here into here, I believe. Yes, and okay. Thought I had a car sitting over here. So those 2 cars go there. So in order to do that, I'm pretty much going to have to pull out, put this back on this whole string back on the main line, because I can't push too far down because I got these cars here that are going back to Roseville. So I want to get these out of the way, and then I think everything over here. Let's see, what do I got? Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's right. I got Blackwood furniture as well too. So not only that, so I got, it's a good mix. So I have these cars here starting, from the ones here for CSS. This one here, all the way to this one there, will go out onto the main line. Then I'll take these 2, connect them to the box cars, and we're going to push back and come in and work, Blackwood furniture, which we cleared out at the end of the last stream. And then we'll go in here to, environmental services, whatever it's called. So we'll be able to do that, get those in, and then we'll go back on the main line, and we're going to continue up and around the bend over to Sierra Pacific, which is where all these cars, and I know I got a lot of cars from Sierra Pacific that I got to bring back down again. So it still cracks me up. Yes, we did a no. We blocked the road here, but it cracks me up that these guys are all stopped. Okay, there's nothing here telling you guys to stop. I'm over here. You can keep going. Anyway, so we need to get on the ground. Let's fire up these locomotives. Yes, it's playtime. So we're just going to do everything right up here. We can go inside and do it. I was actually, on the way home, I was actually kind of considering doing it manually. No, I'm lazy right now. Tired. Was at work last night from 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday to 10:30 at night. And a lot of shenanigans. We were playing our crosstown rivals, and yes, we lost again. 21 straight years, we've lost to those rivals. But you know what? I saw something. I mean, a huge thing. I mean, our rivals have a huge amount of pride in their school, in their team, and it was like, okay, where's ours? So, anyway, a lot of running around. I got my steps in last night, and then I rode my bike to work this morning. So right now my legs are kind of like rubber. All right, so let's go ahead. This is Sparky's. That's perfect. I'm glad that one's up on the. All right, we can go ahead and pull this one. Let's take the handbrakes off. Oh, yeah. The other thing too, I ended up pulling the trigger. I actually bought the new freight pack, and I'm in the process of configuring this map to accept the new cars. And I went to go put the new cars on the server, and it dawned on me I don't need to do that. I added it, and it's just more weight on the server, but I really don't, because once the server I ran the update, it already added them. It doesn't matter if the server has the car packs or not. It doesn't need it. It's what the local sees. So if the local is seeing a code from the server that these are plastic, plastic hoppers, as long as I have the car pack on my local machine here, then I'll see the appropriate cars. So it didn't matter. I'm like, okay, well, so I could have added them. They were, I guess, technically were added. I wasn't thinking about that correctly. All right. So, all right, let's get in here. I need to unlock that one. I will leave that side unlocked for right now. Can I flip that? I can flip that. Let me give myself a light. Whoa, you're rolling already. What do you think you're doing? Wait a minute. Hang on. Once again, I'm not thinking about this right. Okay, I am proving once again that I cannot talk and run a train. I unhooked the wrong ones. So we're going to back up into this one again. Engine HUD up, brakes off. So I'm going to put it out there too. I mean, I'm not doing anything fancy yet. Like Patreon or anything like that, but you know what? You can reach out into my Discord server, and if you want to give multiplayer a try, like I did the other day, I am more than willing to do that. And I want to connect those hoses. We're going to go partial. I'm looking into recording Run8 for now. A bit later, I will start streaming. I might need your help with it. Mike, I got you, man. Yep, I can help you. So I would say, I mean, I tell the students that when they're like, I want to start streaming, what do I do? Jump in with both feet, man. You're gonna make mistakes. Make those mistakes. Don't be afraid to make those mistakes. Just figure out what the mistake is and fix it. That's all you need to do. Yeah, no, Mike, I got you. All right, we're going to go ahead. I want to unlock. See, we're going to close this one, uncouple it. And then we're going to go, I'm going to release the brakes, but then I'm going to put the brakes back on here. That was black. Yeah, it's black gold. Okay. Those two should do it. Go forward. So, first order of business, Mike, if you haven't already done it, download and install OBS software. Now if we can just get SP Bob to start streaming. You can do it, Bob. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to pull this one up past the road, and we're just going to shove these cars, starting with this box car. Once it kind of clears the foul of the switch, we'll shove it back onto the main line, and then get it clear of the switch, and then we'll go back in, get those ones from Blackwood Furniture, and we'll work those two industries, and we'll get that done. Then we'll go up to Sierra Pacific, Chain and Sparky's. I think we got the first time I got a delivery for Sparky's. That kind of excited me. That's a couple of trains and nothing for Sparky's. Finally got something. Also in my mind too, I was trying to figure out how, and I'm gonna have to work on all the locals, the best possible way to build it. And say, so if somebody wants to work, whether they're flat switching in Sparks or working the Bull, in Roseville, okay, if you're going to build a train, this is the order. This is how you have to build it, so it's more efficient to make the delivery. Because you guys remember this one, well, we can kind of see it right now that this one's kind of a bit of a mess. All right, so that was dynamic brakes. And you can see it, it takes a little bit longer to stop it maybe, but yeah, it's enough to actually bring it to a stop down under 2 miles an hour. I'll apply a little bit, about 10 pounds on the train brake, get out of dynamics. 10 pounds will be enough to hold the train for right now. Let's go ahead, I'm unlocked. We're gonna flip that switch. Oops, wrong button. And I'll give myself a light here. There we go. Got a flashing light. We're good to go. If it's just for Roseville, the road trains, and that was something I was looking up a lot of stuff. If it's the road train, actually I'll read this. I goes, I'm building a train to Roseville today. Let me know how you want me to build it. Okay, so Mike, road trains from Roseville to Sparks to Roseville, pretty much you're just going to put all the loads on the front and all the empties on the rear. And because when it gets into Roseville, then we're just going to take it and shove it over the hump yard. Locals, I mean, I got to look up some railroad stuff if I want to be super realistic. But honestly, the way I play, locals, I don't really build a train that way. I'm going to build the train based upon how I'm going to deliver the cars, what industries first, how many cars can it take. Like the last train we did for the RV64, there are so many tankers on it that some of those tankers went back to Roseville because I couldn't fit them. So they'll get pushed over the hump and then built into another train. And out of that, we need to say, okay, the HPI industries, can only take, say, 18 cars. So I'll say, if that's the case, I'll say less than or equal to 18 tank cars. Less than or equal to 4 CS cars. For Campbell and Steel, and that's how I would build a local. But for road trains, it would be all the loaded cars up on the front, right behind the locomotives, and then all the empties on the rear. If we want to be prototypical. Am I going to scream and shout if one comes in not built like that? Probably I won't even notice it, to be honest with you. So work that will be done this weekend. The last time I streamed, Mr. Handkerchief was in here. Sad news, he has shut his Pittsburgh server down because nobody was on it. So I've got the extra machine over here, and I think it's power enough that I can run that. So I'll be setting up the Pittsburgh. I'll be running both Mohawk and Selkirk and Pittsburgh line off that machine. Pittsburgh can be kind of fun. That's another one where it's I need to go look at the for a decent operations guide. Give me kind of a baseline, because I mean it was hard enough for me to learn CSX tags. I gotta go learn Norfolk Southern, which are a completely different animal. All right, let's go in. Setting up dynamic braking. That should be good enough. I'm going to go slam into dynamic braking. No other brakes applied at this time. Alright, we are well clear here, so we're going to go ahead and set the handbrake on this car. This one. This one. This one. Now, the only reason I keep mentioning dynamic braking is that, last time we did it, there was a lot of error. And that's okay, too. I mean, I did that when I started out. But you got to basically think air conservation. If something goes, especially if you're coming down a mountain, coming down Cajon, Tehachapi, coming out of the Sierras down to Roseville, 4% grade. You got that 4% grade to, was it the CMX plant in Victorville area? The air is, you want to keep that air because that's going to be for emergencies. If you're out of control, that's what you're going to use it for. But you want to really plan your dynamic braking way ahead of time. And it can be done. I mean, I've come down Cajon, I've come down out of Tehachapis, I've come down out of the Sierras, and I can control and maintain train speed just with dynamic braking. So I guess that's the point. And that was a point that was made to me by the guys the guy that did the checkout ride with I was only on partial here on that one. Whoops. Oops. All right, let's go ahead and push back a little bit. Let's get out of dynamics here. Push back just a little. Give me one notch. Wait for it to start rolling. Okay, there we go. Stretch force. It rolled forward again. Let's try it one more time. Didn't catch it. Come on, give me that notch. There it is. I'll have to recalibrate my rail driver. Okay, we're unlocked. Go ahead and go forward. Get out dynamics and give me a notch forward. Give myself a light. Not sure I really need to, but I did. Alright, once again we'll go up here and pull forward, clear the road, and then we will flip the switch and pull on back. What did I do? There we go. Give him that light. There it is. Okay. I only do that because I don't want Otto yelling at me. You ran an absolute red. Shut up, Otto. I'm working. Catch up. Let's go back. So all in all, how is everybody doing today? I know Mike City's doing good. I think Farmer's doing good. Yeah, feel free. You know, like I said, if you have any questions, you know, you can leave them in Discord. You can leave them on my YouTube channel. Whatever you guys want to do, ask me questions. If I can't, if I don't know the answer, I'll be honest with you. I'll go find it for you. You know. And the thing about it is, I'm still learning about this, about Run8, which is the best train simulator there is. I don't care about. I mean, I've tried the others, and they're off my system. I've taken them off my computer now. I freed up the disk space. Run8's the only one that I want to play. I might go back to trains at some point someday. I think I'm more interested in trains on as far as the construction aspect. I like that idea, but yeah, it's I have to approach that with a mindset of like, you know what, trains is truly a virtual model railroad. So I'm building a model railroad. But my issue is I just don't have the patience to do the building. So I'm already thinking ahead to Sierra Pacific. And I'm looking, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's the other set of cars down there. So I think when I hook up here with these, I'm hoping I will have more than plenty room to get past that switch and not couple up to the other string of cars so I can pull into here. All right, we're already under 5 miles an hour. 3, 2, good couple, right about 1 mile. Maybe chipped a little bit of paint in there somewhere. Let's get on the ground here. All right, couple. Go partial. Let's go to the end. Oh, perfect. I'll do that. Okay. I'm going to take the EOT off. Let's close this. Move the EOT. Oh, we should have more. We should have all. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. I should have all kinds of room. CFM is under 70. Going to go full open. All right, we're good to go. I'm going to ride the back end of this. I don't want a couple of those cars, but like I said, I think we have more than enough room. All right, attach point. In reverse. Brakes are off. 2 notches. We start rolling forwards. And start the countdown. 750 feet. We got all kinds of room. We're good. So I started the countdown. It's right here if you don't know where to look. I want to make sure I clear the points. So I need to pull into that spur, which has a dead end on it. So Blackwell Furniture, my local, which we're going to be delivering cars to right now, the box cars, I changed the configuration, so it's going to be using the new Union Pacific high cube 60 footers. And it's not just those. I went and used all the high cubes, so we'll have a variety of different high cube, different liveries. All right, we're going down. And okay, we should be clear going into dynamics. No air being applied at this point. Full dynamics. And we're just going to hold it with a little bit of independence. I can actually do end of train. Come all the way back up here. All right, up on, off the ground. Oop, I was going. There we go. Let's go forward. So this will be an easy switch. We'll get these done, and like I said, we'll go back and connect to those other string of cars, go up, and we will work Sparkies, Fireworks, and Sierra Pacific. And then we'll head on back, and we've got cars to pick up on the spur, and then we've got more cars to pick up on the way back to Roseville. And I don't believe I have any setouts. Do I have... Well, this is going to be on the pickups. I'm not going to be grabbing a lot of these, like Save Mart Distribution, I will. Sierra Pacific, I will. Heritage Propane, I won't. Camblin Steel, I won't. So basically, that was the first part. Alright, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this. Go back into dynamics. Full dynamics, let's bring it to a stop. Hold it with the independence, go to the end of the train. Alright, let's make sure I mount on the, not on the warehouse side. I could get killed. No. Alright, come on, give me, push back a little bit. There we go. Give me one. I don't need two, I just need one. There we go. Alright. So Sparkies, Sierra Pacific. We're going to take the CSS cars with us. They're going to go back to Roseville and get resorted into a new train. So I can only hold 4. And to go back to my just kind of jog my memory a little bit, going back to what Bob was asking is, do I call a supply train for just one local or for all locals? I call them for all locals, but when you end up calling 4, 5, 6 supply trains to kind of test the map, I got an awful lot of cars for these locals. So I'm trying to get the RV64 done, get that cleared out. nailed down. And then we got to do the Colfax turn. So that'll be the next one that we'll be working on, and I'll be, trying to map out what's the most efficient way of doing that one, and put those. And I put those up in Discord. So when you join Discord, and then start working the map, go take a look. What do you want to run? Oh, I want to run. I'll use the RV64 as an example. I want to run the RV64. Great. Go look at the work order for the RV64, because it's kind of spelled out in there how you should build it if you're going to build it, and how to work it if you're going to work it. And basically, I mean, you can take 8 hours. The first time I did the RV64 was a full 8-hour session. That's just because the train wasn't built correctly to begin with. All right, let's hold these with a little bit of independent. Get on the ground. All right. Set brakes on all these. Go. Close that. All right. Come off of the dynamics. We're going to push back. Give me 1 notch. Push back just a little bit. There it is. All right. Get on. See, I'm not a stickler to make sure that the cars are lined up with the doors. Some guys are. I need a fan, man. My AC. God, is the AC even on? Get some fan going here. There we go. Oi. Okay, this one I'm going to use a little bit of independent brake on it. On the ground, put my switch back to normal. Give me a notch. What is it? What is this one? Just EAS, it doesn't say. Environmental something services. And if you were with me the last time, in the last stream, we were already picked up from all these. Alright, drop these two, and we go back out and go back up, and then run away. That should actually be good enough. Let's go ahead and get it back into dynamics. Alright, hold it with the train brake. Back on the ground. Fly, and close that. First, let's go ahead and give me just a little bit of a push back. Come on, there you go. Alright, let's get out of here. We got work to do. Can't be hanging around this place. Yeah, Mike, speaking about sending me a train, I got a bunch of trains. I think I got a lot of Ogden, Utah cars I need to get out. So I may be doing a try to figure out if I can do one big long train with deep, mid train DPU power, maybe even end the train, just to get rid of some of the locomotives that I've got. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, since we just got locomotives here, we're just going to hit the independent brake. Let's get on the ground. And once again, what have I not done? No horn, no bell. Yeah, I think I've got a bunch for Ogden, a bunch, I can pick up at least a train for Hinkle, and I think I've got one for West Colton as well too. I should get together with Beer and go, hey, let's do send you the file for the West Colton train. You can bring that over to the Mateo server, but you just got to have a spot somewhere where the Mateo server will take the train that's in that file, and every car that's either loaded, says West Colton, whether it's loaded or empty, will get converted to a loaded or empty car for an industry somewhere in on the Mateo server. Did that, well, Hank shut his down, but we actually had that set up between the Pittsburgh server and the Moselle server. I need to, you know what, just speaking of Moselle, I need to go sign into Moselle before I get banned from my own server for not signing in. Little fast, I think it's 15 on this one. Yep. Counting down. Make sure I'm clear of the switch. Okay. What's up, CSX Train? I am doing very well. How about yourself? I hope this day finds you well and playing Run 8. Only 4 miles over the speed limit. Oh, thought I was in idle. Still in dynamics. There we go. Alright, let's go get those cars. What, you throwing up with something you ate? I'm glad you're feeling better. So, yeah, I actually think so. I think we talked about it that I had another pretty bad bout of COVID. So, went in, had to go see the cardiologist because COVID's been playing havoc with my heart. He was like thrilled with me. He said, "Man, my heart is," he goes, "your heart's spot on." He goes, "The pacemaker's doing its job, keeping because my heart will actually dropped to 29 beats a minute and would not come back up. So that's what the pacemaker is to keep it from going, not so it won't go below 60. And then I got one med to keep my heart from racing. So he was like, your heart's solid. He goes, it's solid. The AFib is solid. It's not, it's like this, everything's like perfect. And he goes, your cholesterol is not even there. Your cholesterol is amazing right now. So I don't know. I mean, the COVID played havoc with me a little bit, but I came out with a tank, and then I went the other route because I had so many people tell me, "Oh yeah, you got a heart issue. You got to take it easy. You got to take it easy." I go the other way, man. What did I do? I went out and I bought a bike. I've been riding my bike to work instead of driving my car. And actually, you know what? I can get to work 10 minutes faster driving my bike than taking the car. You're like a 24-hour bug, or I'm going to guess, because if you're already starting to feel better, it's probably something that just didn't agree with you. It's usually what happens to me. Because if you're not throwing up now, which I'm glad you're not, well, I don't want to go partial yet. I need to connect. Now I need to go partial. And since we're on the main line, let's do it the right way. We're going to go down here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to slap on an EOT, and we're going to open that valve up. Kind of hear it. All right, let's go back up. How are we looking? 85. Let's get into neutral. I'm going to give it a couple of notches here. Air these trains up. I don't know what it is in Run 8. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just the nature of the car. Sometimes those center rails and auto racks tend like to give me fits as far as airing up. But if you're not, yeah, like I said, man, CSX, man, if you're not throwing up now, that's good, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. All right, we're down to 54. I'm going to go full open. You see it jump right back up again. All right, we're probably good to go here. So, engineer view, hello. Oh, I can't even hear it. There we go. Oh, hope to God too. I just saw this, man. Hopefully you don't have a food allergy. Be allergic to something like steak was my luck. Sorry, you're allergic to red meat. No! I would just have to shoot myself. Doctor said, hey, you need to eat more vegetables. I am. But it says here you eat steak every day. I do. The cow eat the vegetables. I eat the cow. I'm eating my vegetables. Oh no, my coffee's almost out. Thule Fog Chaser. It's a brand of coffee. It's a 100% Arabica coffee, but they call it Thule Fog Chaser. Alright, we are in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Let's get some notches in here. It's the one from the other night, CSX. Yeah, I'm doing a local job. This is, if you remember the other night when I was streaming with Truck and Firefighter, we had left off in the middle of this one. I just finished dropping off at Blackwood Furniture and Environmental Action Services, whatever the name of that company is, EAS. And now we're heading down the line to Sparky's and then Sierra Pacific. We're going to turn around and go the other way and take all the cars that we're going to pick up. I don't know, Sparky's has nothing, but I know Sierra Pacific is loaded with cars. So we're going to pick up from Sierra Pacific, and in fact, those are loaded cars, if I think about it. Go back and then get the other ones, the other pickups. And then we got 3 more industries to pick up on the way back into Roseville. And then we'll pull this into the receiving yard, tie it down there, and call it good. So we need people to come on this map and do some work. There's a lot of work to be done a lot of work to be done in Sparks. I think Mike will talk about that. And a lot of work to be done in Roseville too. Got some road trains that need to be built and sent over the mountain. Even if you want to take a road train, try to take just have that experience of taking a road train over the Sierras. That's one thing about this map. It is when you go up and over the Sierras, it's very pretty. And I will tell you, it looks almost as good in real life. Actually, I'll reverse that. Run 8 looks almost like real life as good, but I mean, yeah, I love that run. You did eat some toast. Well, as long as the toast stays down, that's all right, man. That's what I used to do whenever I get food poisoning, and it's usually from something stupid. Hey, Mike says yes, plenty of work. He's got 6 locals, I believe, 6 locals in the Sparks area. Not to mention all the cars that I sent him. I sent him what, 2-3 trains of cars that need to be repaired at his repair shop. My light isn't on. I just noticed that. There we go. Light's on. Get another notch in here. Alright, where are you, Sparkies? You know what, I'm talking about this. Hey, you gotta have the maps printed out or up on your other monitor. I do not have my maps on my other monitor. What am I doing? Okay, Sparkies, where are you? Page 9 on the Roseville map. So we just crossed over. I got 1, 2 lights and then Sparkies. So I do have the industry tags on, so I should see it start to come up in here. You'll see the dots and the name. SPF or SYF, I think, or whatever it is, or whatever, which makes me think of the Sci-Fi Channel. So, flight simulator. I've almost got the Airbus the A320 down, so I'm getting ready to feel confident to stream that. I added GSX to Flight Sim for a little more realism, and I think today I'm going to purchase a Pilot's Life, and then I'm going to start doing the way I'm going to do it live or I'm going to do it recorded. I do not know which. Haven't made up my mind yet, but I think I'm going to start working on a Pilot's Life, which is the career software for a Flight Sim. Alright, let's get back in so I can see you guys. There we go. Alright, 45. I mean, you can do 55, but 45 is good enough. I do wish that when they did this map, that because they stopped just after Sierra Pacific, ways after, I wish they had continued into the town of Oroville. And there's some little tiny yard in Oroville, and so there's some industry switching up in there. It would have been a great end to the Valley sub, although Oroville is technically, it's on the Feather River sub. So, but it would be nice to have that, that, and then that nice little yard with a few industries up there in Oroville area. Yeah. Let me click on the screen. There we go. So my daughter's moving back into California, and where's she moving back to? Roseville. Well, technically it's Rockland, but it's still the same area. And she's like, well, Dad, you can still take the train to Roseville. I'm just going to pick you up. I'm like, it's right there. I'm like, okay. I still plan on taking another trip. Probably, I might do it in November before the snows hit. Go to Reno and go, I think that's Sparky's right there. I thought I had it up. Did I not have it up? There we go. Yeah, I think that's Sparky's. I'm going to have to push back. I didn't stop. I'm not going to stop in time. I am not going to hit air though. I'm just using dynamic brakes. If I have to reverse, I'll reverse. Train brake, or independent brake, not train brake, sorry. Alright, let's get on the ground. Ooh, I went way past it. It's hard to believe that all those different manifest that I called for that created all this work, I got one car for Sparkies. All right, let's push back. So Sparkies is here. Everything else is, except for Campbell and Steel, everything else is for Sierra Pacific. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that an efficient setup of the train, the RV64 can be a 4-hour local. Okay, I need to think about what I'm going to do here next after. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do after Sparkies. Got nothing to pick up, I just got one to set out. Thought I did. Okay, it's giving me fits here. I actually technically pushed back. Look at all these. Look at that. Error, 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 error. Alright, you guys are good. Close that one. Come off of dynamics. Push back a little bit to get the stretch force off. Alright. Go forward a little bit. Sparky's full. Sparky's is full. Sparky's, what are you doing getting fireworks brought to you in California? I thought fireworks were illegal in California. Don't tell Gavin Newsom. Okay, that. Backing up, let's go drop. Put this back in the hole there. I think I know. Have a good day, CSX, man. I hope you feel better soon. Go play some Run8. Take your mind off of it. Oh, I don't want that much. Oh, I didn't want that much dynamic brakes. Go ahead and give me another notch. All right, that'll work. Close that. We'll bump backwards. There we go. You don't have run 8. Well, we might have to do something about that. Let's see. You know what? You just gave me a thought. Christmas is right around the corner. Might have to do something. Thoughts are going through my head. Alright, so I'm going to leave those cars sit there. And I'm going to go grab all the cars that are in Sierra Pacific and put them in the runaround track, which is pretty much park them on the main line. Alright, let's go on the ground. Going forward. There we go. You have two. Can you drive trains with those? Oh, you know what? I used to love fishing. The wife got all my fishing gear in the divorce. But you know what? There was a fishing game I did get off of Steam that was actually kind of fun. I started playing. I don't know why I stopped. Oh yeah, Run8. So yeah, Run8. Let's see. Now I got I gotta look. I think the pre-purchase is out for Farm Sim 25. Definitely gonna be getting Flight Sim 2024, which may cause me to build a brand new machine. Get on the ground here and go flip the switch. I will say that there's one thing I like about Railroader. Wow. 415 pound. It must be like open water type fishing. I'm going to say fishing for you on the fishing sims are probably kind of like what I'm doing right now with the Airbus in Flight Sim. I'm in there studying everything. The right way to actually not just not just from on my flight plans, just not import them, but to be able to put them in manually. And if I can actually land without like skipping, like not look like a stone skipping across water, that'll make me happy. That's where I'm at right now. forward a little bit. So all used cars are going to be loaded. Got all used cars are loaded with sawdust, and all those cars over there are loaded with the cut wood. And I think we'll have to take a look at some of these. I gotta find an industry. That's what you can help, Mike. If you have any industries over there in Sparks that you think might be good for, I don't know, maybe packaging, even if it's packaging sawdust into pet bedding or something, making paper, whatever you can use sawdust for. You know, I think these tunnel motors, well, I think I'm also running this one better too, but these tunnel motors seem to be working better than the SD40s. I'm gonna have to look at that fishing game that I have. It's all lake fishing. I'm trying to remember what it was. There was something that I couldn't do, like catch a fish. No, there was something I was supposed to do, but for some reason I couldn't do it. And I can't remember. It's been a long time. I know the lake that I was fishing on there was like there was a lot of people on it. It wasn't just me by myself on the lake. Yeah, right. 1.1, 1 mile, 0.9, 0.8. Ooh, 0.2 miles an hour. All right, let's get on the ground. Let's see. I had to take the. Oh, they're still coupled. Awesome. I had to take the server down because the other night because it was in a Windows update. So I would think that when you started, these would all be uncoupled, but they're not. They're coupled. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Let's go connect and go partial. Closed. Perfect. CFMs are coming down. Alright. Oops. Go full open. Good enough. Let's see what's at 2 o'clock. Yeah, I don't think I want another cup of coffee this time of day. Wow, an hour and 20 minutes already? that back. Okay, that'll work. Actually, I need to be at the front. I just realized. That's good, but this one is not yet. Now it is. All right. You can come to the stop. Full dynamics right now, no error. And all right, we're gonna get a little bit of train brake on. Come off the dynamics. Not train brake, independent. Go into reverse. 2 notches, and I am off the independent. Second car is RV64 LBC. So I'm on the RV64 LBC. Oh, I know where that's at. That's going to be another train. So it's going from this industry to an industry that's literally right out of Roseville. Then I got next, the third car is going to Sparks. That's right, I said Sparks, Mike. Alright, go on down here, go connect, let's go partial. I'm looking at the hoses only, that's why I'm just not stopping. Because I'm assuming, yeah, they look like they're all connected. Okay. Another one for Sparks. Last one on the string is for Sparks. West Colton. Oh, we got a car going to the shop. Sparks, 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 Roseville. Alright, we went partial. CFM is at. So we're going to go full open. Okay, full forward. What do we got? 25 loads between these two strings. Just on these 25 cars, 3,390 tons. A lot of wood and wood shavings. Go ahead, give it another notch here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out. We're going to put this on the main line. And then we're going to, hopefully we're not going to foul it. We'll be able to run around it. This was the problem I ran into the last time I was up here. And it created for a little bit of a challenge on the, just a little tiny challenge on the switching. The nice thing with this being the last industry, and we're starting to head back toward Roseville, all these cars are all loaded, and they'll be right up against the locomotives like they're supposed to be. So it's not bad. West Colton, Sparks. West Colton, Sparks. Be long. It's gonna be, I think it's going to be a bit tight. We'll see. Could be wrong. Get back here. Full dynamics. Taking a while to stop it. No air applied. Yeah. It's about 10 pounds on the independent. The reverse. Give me one notch. We're going to start shoving, come off the independent. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead. Now I have, according to this, I'm only 2,000 feet. According to the map, this is 3,000. Actually almost 4,000 feet, which we already know the map's wrong because it actually says 3,035 feet and then like 955 feet, which I think is the last part of that before it gets back into the main line. That first part where we picked up all the sawdust cars. So if you add that together, that to me that tells me it's almost 4,000 feet. But I had a train that was under 4,000 feet, and yeah, it blocked. So, but we should be all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the countdown somewhere right up in here, just to make sure we don't foul this part of the track here. So we can come out, drop our cars off, we'll run back around, grab the cars, and go that way. Actually, I'm going to do it right here where that whistle sign is because I want to make sure I have room for the 4 Camblin steel cars that need to go back to Roseville. So we'll start the countdown right about there. I'm counting down. Oh my God, Raider. Oh, that's hilarious. He sent me a picture of a old lady, and the caption is, "Just before I die, I'm going to swallow a bag of popcorn kernels. My cremation is going to be epic." Oh man, that kid is sick. All right, let's get back into here. Yeah, we're going to fit. Not a problem. Got about 1,000 feet to go before I hit the spot where I started the countdown. Got a road here, so I'm looking to stop. To be prototypical, if I can fit in here and stop before that road, perfect. I'm not going to block that road. But if I block the road, I block the road. Where are you? Huh. Can't control that light right there. Actually, I went to unlock that one, thinking ahead of time. I might have to block the road. I'm looking at 200 feet. We'll see. About 4 cars. 3 cars. 2 cars. One. Alright, heading a little independent, get on the ground. No, 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 you don't keep rolling back. There we go. I think that's just a little accordion action. Alright. How are we looking down here? There should be enough handbrakes. Closed. Open. Perfect. Ah. Oh. That was in a notch already. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go back and we'll run around this little string we just picked up. Grab the other ones, we're going to put them in here. We've got 4 for Camlin that we're just probably going to stick on the back end of that thing. Run around it again. Connect. Change lead locomotives and start heading back toward Roseville. And then we'll grab the other cars on the way back. If at the end of the 2 hours, we get close to 2 hours here, I'm at 1 hour and 37 minutes already, so if we get close to that 2 hours, may come up a little bit short today, maybe a little bit long, I don't know, but if we don't make it back to Roseville, I still have 3 industries I got to pick up from, so that'll be a part 3. Yeah, Mike's not even in Discord. I just noticed that. Nobody's in Discord today. That's okay. Oh, we got a ways to go. Like, what are they doing all? I was mid-panic right there. I was looking at that going, what are they doing all the way down there? I forgot I delivered the Sparkies and I just stopped right there. Should have actually hooked back up and pulled them up forward, but that's all right. Well, I say that. I had that. Yeah, same thing here too, Mike. I'm in Discord also. I'm just not in a channel. I'm hovering on the Roseville Tower, but on the ground. All right. Connect. Go partial. 3 notches. CFM's at 150. Everything's still going down. Why? Okay, CFM's coming down. Mid-panic again. I forgot. This is center lines. Or center rails, whatever you want to call them. Lumber cars. Under 70, we'll go full open. Going back up. We'll wait. And right back down again. We're good to go. Alright, I want to ride this car. So I have, okay, we'll pull up a little bit. We're going to stop just for the center rails. We'll put the hoppers in, then we'll go back and connect to the center rails, pull those down, put those in. Put the 4 on for Camlin on the back end of that string we just dropped off up here. Run around, grab those, start heading back. That's the plan. A little fast, only supposed to be 15 miles an hour. Oops. Hey, Fred. He was asleep in the shack. I had to wake him up. Okay, on the ground. Back away so I can see. Ooh, they're right there. They came fast. I'm not applying any air. I'm full dynamics right now, so letting the train do the work. I thought I had more of these hoppers. But okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll shove back a little bit. Make sure that these center rails are in the clear right about here. That should be good enough. All right, reverse. Push back just a little bit. Just clear the road. That'll work. Reverse. Independent. On the ground. Connected. Partial. Keeps coming back up. And the CFM just dropped like a rock. Under 70, go open. And under 60, we're good. Let's go ahead and actually, I don't want to be there. You can't see. That's better. The same thing we got on the setouts. Sierra Pacific, and then the 4 Camblins. So the Camblins we're gonna have to stop and cut those out, so I can put the rest of these Sierra center beam cars in for Sierra Pacific. And that is all. These are cars that are ready because the turn time is 24 hours. So that's the other thing I was thinking too, is maybe making the turn time, and that Mike, you might throw some input on that. Making the turn point maybe like 36 hours, 48. Okay, come on, where are you? There we go. That, close that. Dynamics, let's go a little bit of reverse. About 1 notch. Take that stretch force off the coupler. You think 36 is good? All right, we'll do that. So I'll have some like off-camera work to do, or off-stream work to do. Go through and look at all the industries and anything that's 24 hours. I'll just bump everything up by 12. So if it's 24, they'll go to 36. If it's 36, it'll go to 48. So on. We can always lower it again, and when we start getting more people on the map. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's go into full dynamics so I can go ahead. Still no air. Slowing it down. Let's go ahead and that, and then we'll just go ahead and come out of the dynamics so I can go into reverse. 2 notches. Start shoving. Drop it down to 1. All right. Come out of the 1, we're actually picking up speed. Now we're slowing down. Got a slight uphill grade right here. But 1 notch was enough to shove. So no error applied, just more dynamic, went full dynamics. Brought the train to a stop. I want to make sure, oh yeah, we were in. Make sure that we're in the dots right there. So we'll go ahead and hit some handbrakes. More than plenty. Close that. Come off the dynamics. You want 1 notch to back up, get the force off, okay. Into forward, and let's pull away. Oh, I'm trying. Okay. Never mind. Alright, so now we gotta go get these cars, put them on the back end of that string right there, run around, and that's gonna be in the end of the stream when I finish doing that. I am at exactly 2 hours and 1 minute, so I only want to do a 2-hour stream today. So we'll pick up episode 3 will be probably tomorrow, I'm thinking. First thing in the morning, and we'll pick up with these cars connected to the other cars that we had to pick up. So that'll leave 3 industries that we're doing pickups on, and then a return to Roseville. And then that hopefully will also give us some time to maybe push some cars over the hump yard, do some yard work, and just like I said, we need more people. All you need is the base game and the SP-UP Roseville sub DLC. That's all you need. If you want to get all the other DLCs, that's up to you. I mean, you don't even really need the car packs other than the fact that all your locomotives are going to say Run8 and all your cars are going to look like box cars. But the industries still work. So if you want to jump in and get started, you know, things might be a little tight, buying all the DLCs and everything. You don't need to do that. But of course, if you want to, please have at it. Oh, that's good. There we go. There we go. All right. A little independent. Let's get back on the ground. We'll connect this. Partial. It should come right up and then go right down. Should go right up, go right down. No, brake pipe's going down, so let's go ahead and go 3 notches in neutral, 4 notches. There we go. Full open. Right. Hit the key to undo all the handbrakes. That switch needs to stay that way. A little late on the dynamics, but it's bringing it right to a stop, so we're good. I'm going to close that up, and we're going to remove the EOT. Alright, let's push back, come off the dynamics. I suppose I could have probably kicked these cars. Alright. Back on the ground. Connect. Go partial, even though we're gonna .46. Go to neutral. Why is the brake cylinder coming up? Ah, brake cylinder just came off because brake pipe pressure I was looking at wrong. I'm getting a little tired, a little punchy. We'll get there. Waiting for it to get down below 70. 69, go full open. All right. plenty of room. Close. Stretch force is off. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we'll pull forward, and we got to set this, since this is the main line, we got to make this switch normal. We're going to run around this, and we'll pick it up on the other side. And then that will be it. Back here. Long run around. Fred's still asleep in his shack. Alright, getting ready to we'll jump off here. Ground view. Start slowing this one down. Dynamic brakes again. No air applied. Just feathering the dynamics. You can hear it too. Alright, coming off the dynamics. Boom. Alright, and what we're going to do then is we are going to, whoops, connect. I'm going to go partial. End of train. And we're going to attach an EOT. And it's open. Okay. Back to the front. And really? Or did I mess up? Hang on, did I just mess up? Engineer view. Park brake? No, we're good. I thought maybe I blew the PCS. Okay, go to ground. Alright, now we're going to do, click on this one, set that as the lead unit. Union Pacific Railroad 4010 is a patched Rio Grande unit. Tunnel motor. And parking brakes are set. Oops. Forward. 2 notches. We're going to start pulling. Now let me pull. There we go. We can hear the rumble from the compressor. Alright, we're moving. So that's going to be the end of the stream. Once again, I always say this, of course. I think everybody does too. That, of course, if you'd like the content, please, click subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Helps the analytics, of course. Get the notification bell so you know next time I go live. Then the next time for this one, when you see this train, you're going to see it connected to all the other cars that are going to be going back to Roseville. That way we're set up to just be able to pick, go through and pick up from the last three industries that have to be worked, and we'll pull into the receiving yard in Roseville on the next stream. So other than that, that was it for today. It's been a pleasure. I'm back again, of course. So for everybody who jumped in, said hi, thank you. Go ahead and jump in my Discord too if you want to come play on the NorCal server. If you want to come play on the Mohawk and Selkirk server, go ahead and jump in the Discord and ask for access to that. And coming soon, Pittsburgh server. So I'm going to be working on that this weekend. So anyway, for Mike, my yard master, and for everybody else, thank you for joining us. Have a good afternoon. I will catch you next time. This is Kurt H on Lazy Farmer. Have a good day.